Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's the Y2K collector, and there is something significant happening that is going to impact video game collecting throughout 2025 and moving forward. And that is the closing of GameStop stores. Now, honestly, there are a lot of people, like unless you live in like a major city or you live in the suburb of a major city, GameStop really is the only place that a lot of people have to buy video games, especially retro games, right? And while yes, you can order from GameStop's website, it is a 50-50 chance that what you will get will be good and what you will get will be trash. Now, all the games that you see here, as I've said in videos prior, are the games that I ordered from GameStop online that were in good enough condition to keep, with the exception of Blitz, Deadpool, and I want to say Attack on Titan 2 and Godfather, right? Everything else was pretty much ordered on their website, and these are the things that came complete. So, and this is like, I would say what, 2, 4, 6, you got 10, so roughly around 15 games, but I really ordered like 35 games. So less than 50% of what I ordered actually came in retainable condition. They came in a condition that made me want to keep the games. And when you don't have a lot of options and GameStop is pretty much the only option that you have, hearing that stores are closing is not always going to be a fun thing to hear, because it means that there's less opportunity for people to be able to source and acquire games. Now, I'll say this. I've been to some parts of the country where GameStop is like Starbucks. There's like a GameStop every mile you go down the road, there's another GameStop. I don't think there needs to be that many GameStops, but taking away GameStops in areas that don't have enough game stores is going to be a big deal. Now, on the flip side of that coin, what this means for folks who are still going to have GameStops in their area, I guess the good news story for you folks is that now there's going to be more of a concentration of games going to the stores that are left, right? So now a lot more of that inventory is going to be funneled into the GameStops that are remaining. And I think, honestly, this is probably going to benefit people who live in major cities more than like rural areas. If you live in pretty much almost anywhere in Southern California, right? Any of the major cities in Southern California, whether it's LA, you live in the Inland Empire, you're somewhere in Orange County, if you're in San Diego, odds are you're going to have 10 GameStops within a 30-mile radius of you. And even if they close down, 40% of those GameStop, you still have more than enough opportunity to search, source, and pick up video games. If you are somewhere in the middle of, North Dakota, if you're somewhere in Utah, I'm just trying, Wyoming, if you're in these areas where there's not a lot of foot traffic or, the population density isn't that great, then you're going to have some more challenges. I'm also interested to see what this means for the different retro GameStop stores that have been around. And are any of the stores that are closing going to be some of the retro stores that we've seen and heard about? So far, I feel like I've been off to a good start with GameStop. These are all the GameStop pickups. I have had other pickups non-related to GameStop. Those are the ones that I have actually set aside to this corner. The most significant one being obviously JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But I've had some decent pickups. And again, these were pickups that were basically the second part of a deal that I did before the year ended. And these were all games that I ordered online, like literally on December 31st. It just took GameStop a long time to get them to me. Part of that was because of the horrible cold winds. I think we've all been hit with like this cold front that came with like 60-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm sure that created challenges. Also, there's been a lot of natural disasters going on across the country, including what we're seeing in Southern California with the raging wildfires. So there's a lot going on right now. And I just want to pause real quick for all of the California viewers. If you're in California, if you're in Southern California right now, My prayers go out to you if you've been impacted by the wildfires. We definitely want to keep those folks in our thoughts and in our prayers. I got love for Southern California. That's my second home, and definitely look forward to going out there whenever I can. But all that being said, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how, these store closures impact the ability to, source and pick up video games in 2025. Now, for me, this batch was pretty much kind of like my last stand for retro in 2025. If I do happen to go to a GameStop that has retro games, and I see something that I want, I'll go ahead and snag it. But for me, 2025 is really going to be more about picking up Switch games, PlayStation 5 games, things of that nature. I do have a trade deal that I've worked out with someone close to me. I've done a few deals with them already in the past. And so I have a good stack of games that I'm wanting to kind of move out of the way. These are games that were a part of that massive haul that I got. So I'm looking to trade a bunch of those games away for like basically 3 items. And I'll share that with you. Hopefully I'm able to make that deal happen over the next couple days. But it's going to be very interesting to see how we move forward in 2025 in terms of just video game collecting and with mom and pop shops, of course. There's a lot of selling happening right now. A lot of selling right now. As I said the other day, Shmup Junkie, someone I've watched in the past, he sold off 95% of his collection. A lot of people are making moves that will benefit themselves financially and that will help their families financially. And I'm seeing a lot of people kind of step away from the hardcore game collecting scene. You got to do what you got to do. And I'm no shame to anyone who's doing what they have to do for their family. The last thing that I'll say is I've been playing Pokemon Red nonstop. I started playing it yesterday. I'm missing a game actually. What am I missing? Yeah, I'm missing a game that came in. Oh, yep, here it goes. So on top of all of these, also Pokemon Blue came in. So honestly, I've been playing Pokemon Red. I've already put in about 4 hours into it, and I've already gotten my first badge. It's so funny, as I play through the game, I remember all the characters, and there's Pokemon that I totally forgot existed, and Team Rocket, and it's all just very interesting. Right now, I'm on my way to Cerulean City, and it's really just a blast. Like, Pokemon is such a, it's so addicting. It's so simple, yet it's so addicting, and I've got my Game Boy SP, I got my Game Boy Advance SP charging right now, because I literally played the game until my Game Boy died. So I've got it charging. I've been playing it on my Advance SP. I might break out my Analog Pocket and start playing it on that, because it might be a little bit better to see on. But right now I've been playing it on the Advance SP. So been getting my Pokemon action in. It's been a very chill week. There's kind of like this lull that happens in the middle of January. It's like it's like that point in the year where everyone's like over all the hype and, holiday madness of Christmas and the New Year's, and it's like real life is starting to set in again, and it's like, oh, it's back to school and back to work and back to the drudgery. So this is like that time where I think people spend more time indoors and just they spend that time cuddled up with the fam, because you've spent so much money over the holiday season. You don't want to do any more spending. You just kind of want to relax, enjoy your gifts and anything that you got. So let me know what you think down in the comments below about just these store closings and how you think it's going to impact those who are collecting video games moving forward in 2025. I'm interested to know your thoughts on that, and I'll catch you in the next video. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.